Hello, bonjour, bon jovi, bon tempi, bonjella, gum ointment, and all the rest of it. How are you? Good to see you. This is the second go at the Punk AF. Insert customary photo here. There you go. Brewdog, Punk AF. Second attempt at this, folks. First time I did it, there was no sound. Thank you to those that pointed that out while I was talking to myself with no output for at least 6 minutes, but we're going to do it again. You'll also have to forgive the noise in the background. It's the rain. It's a rainy day today, which is why I thought I might as well do one of these. So, how are we? Are we alright? We getting through it all? Of course we are. We'll all be vaccinated soon and the world will be back to normal, won't it? Let's hope so. So, all attitude and no alcohol, folks. That's basically me, isn't it? I've got all attitude and no alcohol. 0.5%. Now again, look, I don't know if you can see. How am I supposed to be able to read that even with glasses? That's mental. I mean, it's ridiculous. You'd think they'd put something on. I mean, if I was a lot more organised, I'd have something up in front of me here. But I'm going to have to do it on the fly because I need to see if I can read something to you about what we're supposed to be getting in this drinky poos. But even on the website there's not very much there. No alcohol, just punked up, and Punk AF lives up to its billing. All the attitude, all the flavour, but none of the alcohol. Say hello to the punkiest non-alcohol beer in town. That's an introduction to a disco tune, folks, isn't it? Juicy tropical fruit mixes it up with grassy and pine notes, all sitting on a solid malt baseline. Full flavour, no alcohol, all punk. Now, here we go, folks. I have tasted this, as you could tell from the previous video, so we're going to have another go. So we've got the Brewdog glass here, folks. Now, one of the things I did say in my previous attempt at doing this was that I don't remember the punk alcohol version being this light in colour, and I don't think it is. This looks like a lager, doesn't it? It's more like a sort of a light ale colour rather than an IPA colour. But can you see? Let's have a little. Let's get rid of the head on the. There's not much of a head on the top there, but let's get rid of that and see if we can smell stuff. Yeah, we can just about get the smell there as it settles down a bit. I'm getting pine, grassy notes, you know. Let's dive in. Is it as good as the alcohol version, folks? Well, you're probably going to say no, aren't you? How can it be as good as the one with alcohol in, Roy? Because it's got no alcohol in it. Well, it's all about the taste, folks, isn't it? I know for some of you it's all about the alcohol because you just want to get smashed, don't you? Don't use me as an enabler, folks. I'm not a reason to get drunk. Just good enough as any reason, I suppose. Really, really good. If you like the punk, you're gonna like that because it's basically the same. Tastes exactly the same. Maybe it's not as hoppy, but you've got the citrus, you've got the pine notes, and there's a little bit of grassiness in there too. Really hoppy, folks. Really hoppy. Now, if you don't like hoppy beers, you ain't going to like this, and it's probably not worth giving it a go either. But if you do like their punk alcohol version, but you're trying to be good, and you don't want to drink 8 pints of this, and you just want one, maybe you're going to a party, folks. People say to me, why would you drink alcohol-free beer? Because you might be taking someone to a party or going to a party with someone, right? And you might have to be driving, and you don't want to be drinking, but you do fancy a beer, so you can have one of these. And it's just like drinking a normal beer, except you know you're not going to get smashed, and you're safe to drive. So that's why you might want to have a go at this. I'm not advertising Brewdog, folks. They're not paying me to do that, so I'm not going to have their logo on the front like that. So, screw them. But, is it any good? Yeah, it is. It's really good. It's almost as good as the real thing. It's a 9 out of 10, folks. The only reason it's not 10 out of 10 is because the real Punk is quite dark, I think, and I recall. I might be wrong. So, report down below, folks. But I do seem to remember the real Punk being quite a bit darker than that. Now that may be as a result of them taking all the alcohol out of it. I don't know. I can't remember, and I haven't got a Punk next to me to compare with, and I'm not going to compare anyway because I'm not drinking. I'm being good. Well, it's nothing to do with being good, is it? I'm just not drinking alcohol. So yeah, give it a go, folks. It's all right. It's nice. You couldn't drink too many of them. Pretty much the same as the normal Punk. You can't have 5 pints of that, can you? That's mental. I mean, I had 2 once when I went to a pub with a mate in Romford, in Essex, and I had 2 pints because I had it on tap. It was very rare to find it on tap, unless you actually go to a Brewdog pub. But they did. I mean, this is about 5 or 6 years ago now, and I had 2, and it was hard to get through it because it's quite strong tasting, and it's not an easy brew to drink. It's something that you savour and you have a little bit of, and you take your time with it, and you enjoy it, So that's all from me for this one, folks. Hopefully you'll get something from that. Give it a go. Why not? What you got to lose? It's not that expensive. You can find it lying around in supermarkets and stuff. Buy it from Brewdog themselves. They do little packs of alcohol-free beers and stuff if you want to give it a go. So that's all for now, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da!